Occupation vehicles have targeted Kamal Adwan hospital in northern Gaza, causing a fire inside its intensive care unit. The hospital's director said that Israeli occupation forces targeted nearby homes before attacking the hospital with gunfire and shelling. The intensive care unit, which is the only one in northern Gaza, was deliberately targeted, causing a fire that forced the evacuation of ventilator-dependent patients. It's now out of service and the hospital is facing a severe water shortage. The World Health Organization says an international medical team urgently needed at Kamal Adwan Hospital has been blocked from deploying due to Israel's siege in northern Gaza. World Health Organization's regional director for the Eastern Mediterranean also condemned the repeated attacks on the medical facility. She wrote on X, "The fear endured by the hospital staff and patients in recent days is indescribable and unacceptable," adding that the hospital is without surgical or maternal care capacity. Several Palestinians have been killed and many were injured in the occupation's bombing of various areas across the Gaza Strip. Palestinian media reported that the occupation forces targeted a tent housing displaced people in the city of Deir al-Balah, as well as another in Jabalia. They also targeted a park in Nusayrat camp in central Gaza. An Israeli fighter jet has targeted a house in Beit Hanun, killing 4 Palestinians and injuring several others. Palestinian media reported that the fighter jet also fired towards areas of the Zaytun neighborhood in Gaza City and towards El Jnaina neighborhood east of Palestinian city of Rafah. Three Palestinians have been killed and others were injured in an Israeli airstrike that targeted a house in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza, where Israeli occupation forces have been committing genocide for over 14 months. In addition, the occupation army has issued evacuation orders to several blocks in Al Breish camp in central Gaza. Gaza-based health authorities have confirmed that the Palestinian death toll from the Israeli onslaught since October 7th has risen to over 45,000, with over 107,000 injuries. They added that the Israeli occupation forces committed 3 massacres against families in Gaza over the past 24 hours, killing at least 38 Palestinians and injuring 203 others. Israeli occupation forces have detained at least 15 Palestinians from various areas of the West Bank since yesterday evening. Palestinian media reported that among the detainees was a woman from Gaza who was in the West Bank for treatment and a child. The raids were accompanied by assaults and threats against detainees and their families, along with the widespread destruction of property and homes. Egypt, US, and Qatar have made intensive efforts in recent days to advance ceasefire talks before President Joe Biden leaves office next month. Sources told Reuters a ceasefire deal could be days away. Hamas said a deal could be reached if Israel stops setting new conditions. A Palestinian official close to the talks described the negotiations as serious, with every word being discussed. Previous rounds of talks over the past year have failed, with Israel insisting on maintaining a military presence in Gaza, while Hamas demands the withdrawal of troops before releasing hostages.